Good morning, class. Mine and my partner's proposition today is that the U.S. should restrict access to abortion to the first trimester of pregnancy. I have 3 claims to back up my proposition, being number 1, that abortion is considered murder after the first trimester. 2, costs are higher after the first trimester. And 3, medical risks rise the longer you wait to have the baby. So, a little background on abortion being murder. The procedure on aborting a child is, the most common one is suction abortion, which is like the vacuum one. And that is done, in the US, because it uses the suction catheter and gets inserted into the mother's uterus to extract babies. And other harmful tools are used to scrape the linings of the uterus. This has taken place usually 16 weeks after the woman's missed period, also known as the second trimester. So, the science of embryology is that from the moment of conception, a human is formed. The DNA is not only human DNA, but the DNA of an individual, distinct from that of either parent. In forensic criminology, DNA is used to distinguish one person from another. So DNA of an embryo indicates that the embryo is a person. This is actual science. It does not have to do with faith, religion, or anything. It's just reality. So, according to the history of abortion on procon.org, fetuses feel pain during abortion procedures. Associate professor of neurobiology and anatomy named Maureen Condic explains that it is detected that the fetus feels pain as early as the first trimester. Dr. Bernard Nathanson states that him being a prior doctor for abortion, states that when an abortion is performed on a 12-week-old fetus, you see in the ultrasound an image where the child's mouth is open, almost screaming because they can feel the pain. My second claim being that costs are higher after the first trimester. To start off, the number of abortions after the first trimester might be even smaller if women had access to safe and legal abortions. Most women who've had an abortion say that they would have preferred to have had it way earlier. Have had it way earlier, but financial limitations or lack of knowledge caused this to delay. Abortions costs vary from state to state, but speaking numbers now, the national average is $500 if done within the first trimester. But costs increase depending for how far along you are, and it could be up to $2,000 if it's your second trimester. According to Rebecca Wind, for many women, the actual procedure isn't the only expense. So according to Rebecca, an associate director of communications at Guttmacher Institute, says that in 25 states, more than 50% of women live in counties without any abortion providers, which meant that not only do they have to pay for it, but now they have to take time off work and cover any travel costs. And even if they did have any providers in their state or county, not all women tell their families, and they have to pay for a comforting place to recover, which takes approximately 3 days minimum. Not to mention the cost of feminine needs being up to $100 and pain medicine being around $80. Now, the medical risks. Serious complications occur in fewer than 1 out of 100 in the first trimester. Okay, yeah, but within the second trimester, it's 1 out of 50. That goes from less than 1% to 2%, and it may sound almost impossible, but the comparison is actually double if you compare the first trimester to the second. according to AmericanPregnancy.org, the more serious complications that a longer-term abortion can be permanent damage to the cervix and to other organs, and in rare cases, even death. A study published in the peer-reviewed Cancer Causes and Control found that abortion is significantly associated with an increased risk of breast cancer, and the risk of breast cancer increases as the number of abortions increase. These are my 3 claims. Thank you.